I mean, well done to Kev on Discord for coming up with this title, because it's that beautiful kind of intersection between like really slightly maudlin kind of like saccharine nonsense and then terrible football. And again, once again, as we've seen so many times through this Pizza Film Club experience this summer, people don't seem to know much about football, and yet they seem absolutely fine with writing a football film. It's absolutely astonishing.
It's amazing stuff, isn't it? And if to give those of you who haven't seen the movie an idea of what it's like as a viewing experience, this is not a Hollywood movie.
No.
Is it? It's way below that
It's
production
an indie
level.
film.
I think it's not probably doesn't even meet the threshold of like a Hallmark movie, does it? It's closer to that.
Yeah,
but
it feels like a college film, like the sort of film you would do as you're kind of learning to do something.
It feels like someone has gone, I'll give you a camera. Eric Roberts will do anything you want, and everything else you've got to figure out yourself.
Yeah. I mean, we'll get to the cast at some point, but Eric Roberts is the main kind of name. Title. He's obviously Julia Roberts' brother, and
I forgot that.
He's got like he's got one of those, you know, like Julia Roberts has got. She's known for her lips, isn't she?
Yeah, he's got the lips. He's got the lips,
and he's got the lips. But his kind of version of the lips, like he's eating his own lips out. Do you know what I mean? Like he had no lips, and then he suddenly went and my teeth are free. Do you know what I mean? It just looks like he's eating his own face off.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Chew through it.
Yeah, chew through his own face to make a mouthful.
Nom 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 nom, and my teeth are free.
And my teeth are free. But he's famously someone who does more films than anyone else in Hollywood.
He's got over 700 credits.
Yeah, well, obviously, if he clearly does anything.
I think you just need to ask him. Do you want to know some of the choice titles he's been in?
Yeah.
Stalked by My Doctor. On the nose, that one. MMA Cop.
MMA cop.
Chicks Dig Gay Guys.
Right, nice.
Sharktopus.
Yeah.
The President Must Die, Time Zero, and, of course, The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight.
He's in The Dark Knight.
He's in
The Dark Knight.
Nice. Well, I just sort of think
he just loves acting. I like this, though. It's a bit like, to me, Eric Roberts is the type of guy.
Is Chris Waddle playing Sunday League?
Yeah, exactly what I was going to say. When like when David Beckham turns up at the goals in West London, under the Westway, or something like that, or Paul Scholes, you see him on like a six-a-side pitch. It's totally that.
He was in 74 films in 2017 alone, Eric Roberts.
That is incredible.
I will say that he does lend a little bit of presence to a film with absolutely none. Like he has got a bit of stillness. He has got that something that has allowed him to sort of perform at this level.
But even this was beyond him.
He couldn't save this.
Nobody could save it.
The script was a challenge for every actor in this.
No.
But there are some names in it, which we'll get to. Sorry, I don't want to jump ahead. But Eric Roberts.
I mean, so the plot goes that Christian, the little boy, who, as I said in the main show yesterday, he plays for a local youth team. He looks like Kaka, and he plays for the local youth team, Northern Stars. His inspiration is Cristiano Ronaldo, and the film starts with him watching some highlights from a football match involving one Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, it's Portugal, North Korea.
It's Portugal,
in the 2014.
It's legitimately the best part of the film.
Yeah.
And it's also probably the most expensive part as well to get the rights to the footage of that.
I mean, how have they got the Ronaldo footage? I mean, so he scores in the 87th minute against North Korea. And the way that the commentator that's been dubbed over the original commentary is just, saying, he's the most incredible footballer ever lived. And at that point, he probably was.
To be fair,
But he was playing against North Korea.
Well,
yeah,
it was. Look, they were at a 32-team World Cup on there,
and also his dad's off in an unspecified war, isn't it?
It's a good point, actually.
So perhaps there's some sort of parallel there of where the good guys, they're the baddies.
He goes on to sort of Ronaldo scores a goal and he celebrates or whatever, and he basically says, I want to play for my national team.
Yeah,
to his mum.
so it's the line's much funnier than that, isn't it? Because he's not getting in the team, and he's basically going, I'm fed up with this. I want to play for the national team instead.
I know, yeah.
Rather than being,
I can't play for my little league. I can't play for my little league side because they don't rate me.
But he is 9 or 10 years old, something like that.
And he wants to play for his. He doesn't want to be a ball boy. He wants to play for the national team.
But he's kind of a ball boy for his local, as you say, like it's not even a school team, is it? It's
just over the
little
park.
league. It's little league.
Little league.
And he basically he doesn't show. And then they score another goal at Portugal. and he and I think they sort of say they make out that he scored it, Cristiano Ronaldo, but it wasn't. It was it was
I bet he's
Thiago.
counting it,
It was Thiago scored the last
Stat
goal.
pad in.
and
I scored a goal in this movie. Actually, you got to put that on the tally.
Yeah, this should. This should be under the inaccuracies.
Right.
Of this
Yeah, I
film.
think so. Respect the footage that you've paid for. But
Exactly,
yeah, so
yeah.
he basically says, "Watch this, Mom. I'm instead of showing you the instant replay, I'm going to recreate the goal that was scored."
because she's out the room and she goes, "Oh, I'll see the replay." And he went, "No, I'll do it for you.
I'll do it for you." And he throws a ball up in the air and bicycle kicks the ball through a window.
Yep.
And she's fine with it.
Yeah.
Broadly. She's absolutely.
But you
fine
know
with
who's
it.
not fine with it?
Thiago, who
No.
scored that goal.
No, the guy who fixes the window.
Well,
Do you not remember?
More business.
No, that's what I mean.
Right.
That's how mental that scene is. He boots the ball. He knows exactly what he's going to use. He's using a heavy outdoor football in a tiny room where it's obviously going to go through the window. And by the sounds of it, it's happened regularly.
Yeah.
And the mum just goes, "Oh, you little scamp." And then she phones up the bloke who's going to fix the window.
Right.
And the little boy says he's going to be annoyed. And she'll be like, "He's fine." And then she's talking to him. And then he goes, "Oh, he is annoyed." Why?
Well, he's doing it all the time.
Yeah,
but it's business, Jim.
Yeah, that's repeat business. He's sending his kids through college.
Jim.
Crying out loud.
It's just business.
You got to have conflict in a scene, right?
True
So
enough.
they were just like, yeah, just make him annoyed.
Yeah, make him annoyed in this situation. Fine, okay. Well, that's the opener of the film.
That's the
anyway.
opener of the
and we're
film.
in.
That's
We're,
it.
strapped-
And we're in.
we're
We're up
strapped
and
in.
running.
And it's
We're
shot
up
like a
and
soap opera, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really feels like a soap opera in this
Yeah.
moment because actually, and I think this is something that goes through the film that makes it a tough watch, is it's established early on to the viewer that the soundtrack is going to be mad because it feels like a soap opera. It almost feels like a sort of church organist has played like an old, like cheap Yamaha keyboard along to it live once, and then they've just that's
that's
no
absolutely
second
fine.
take.
No,
That's the soundtrack.
That'll do. But again, though, like talking about some of the actors, Dina Meyer's the mum.
Yes.
You know Dina Meyer.
She was in
Starship Troopers.
Yeah, but she was also the lead
Would you
female
like to know
character
more?
in Johnny Mnemonic
All right.
Yeah.
with
Well, when I see her,
Keanu Reeves.
I think Starship Troopers.
right. Okay. Yeah.
And an episode of Friends.
Right.
Okay, I could see that. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like proper
It's
actor.
amazing how accessible proper actors are, isn't it?
Well, it is.
Yeah. Well, and who's the neighbour who?
Oh, yes,
eventually gets involved.
What's his name? He's Gimli in the Lord of the Rings movies.
Yeah.
John Rhys Davies.
That's right, John Rhys Davies.
and he,
yeah.
and he plays that guy,
The Egyptian guy in Indiana Jones.
Yes.
In the original Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
I think he's in one of the later ones as well.
He
And
also
he's-
played Professor Maximilian Arturo in Sliders, if anyone remembers Sliders,
right,
proper
okay.
like Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, I was just
Nice.
saying, there's proper actors
ITV
in there.
sci-fi show.
But I like on this one. He's sort of going. I'm going to use my sort of slightly transatlantic Welsh accent.
He's Scottish, is he not in this?
I think he's supposed to be Scottish, but I don't know. It's
I
not a
wondered
great
as well.
Scottish impression.
So is this a nod to Robert Duvall?
Possibly,
what
yeah.
was it called?
Tribute to Robert Duvall
Tribute
in
to
Playing
Robert-
for Keeps or whatever it was called.
No, that was Bernard Butler. We're all over the place here. Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler. Okay,
Was it not a
right,
shot
fine.
at glory?
Shot at
That's
glory.
right,
There we
This is
go.
what Pete's Film Club does to you.
But Chris is basically shit at football. He begins to show promise when his mother discovers that his father's been declared MIA in Afghanistan. So it was
is it-
Afghanistan.
it is
So
Afghanistan.
it was
Is that
named
ever
as
stated?
I don't think it was.
I thought it was just an unspecified war.
Right. Okay. Well, maybe I found it very hard. The bottom line, I found it very hard to pay attention to this one because it was absolutely mad.
Yes.
She hears the news about the dad being found MIA in possibly Afghanistan, possibly not. When she hears the news, she gets distracted and has a car accident.
Yes,
No, she hears the
she
news
does.
because she answers her phone while
Yes,
she's driving.
She'll
Yes.
be doing that. Get
And
yourself
again,
hands free.
She's a mess, this woman. She's not got any boundaries for her kids. Kid.
But you know what?
Answers the phone while driving.
Yeah, but the so like what I absolutely abhor about these shite films is what we've told you about the characters. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is
There's
zero
there's no
character
subtext here,
development.
yeah.
There's
Yeah.
absolutely nothing. There's no
Yeah.
there's no tension. There's no nothing in this film. It is if you've watched the first 2.5 minutes of this film, you've basically seen
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Well,
and actually-
which is so
And what's
frustrating.
funny about it, right, is we know from the trailer that we've heard, we know the premise is that he essentially finds a pair of magic shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, even that.
But,
we'll get
but
to
that's
that.
what I mean. Like, kind of barely in it.
Yeah.
The whole thing is like, oh, you should believe in yourself a bit more, and then the success will come. But they're just like a minor. It's a pair of magic football boots.
Lotto did well out of this film.
They did.
There was a lot of Lotto on show.
Yeah.
A pair of magic football boots, which, by the way, aren't golden.
Yeah, they're close to being golden.
They're more a bronze for me.
Well, they're kind of dirty, aren't they?
They're on the. When he's we'll get to that scene. I don't want to jump ahead and ruin this for everybody.
But even with the magic shoes, which the whole point is him, learning to believe himself in himself. It's not really. They add it doesn't really happen, does it? There's no growth there in the character. Despite there's this device there.
Nothing like that. And all the boots do is add a little bit more bend on the ball. It seems. But early on though, when he breaks the window and he goes outside, what I love is Eric Roberts' character straight on the scene because he turns up, and even though he's how old is Eric Roberts these days? He's 70.
70s, yeah.
He's 70. So great head of hair.
Yeah. Still horny as hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And he basically, again, you've heard the first few sentences that character utters. You've then seen his character throughout the whole film. He sort of goes, "Hey, kid, you're a little loser, and your daddy's a loser, and he's away, but I want to get off with your mother."
Yeah.
That's basically it.
But there's no subtlety about that, is there? It's not like he's trying to quietly undermine Christian. He's like actively bullying him at every opportunity. Because he has to live with him, though, doesn't he? Christian has to live with Eric Roberts' character because his mum's in the hospital and she, for some reason, can't have visitors. So he's just sort of stuck with horrible neighbour Eric Roberts.
So at the point that she gets distracted and her car gets wrecked, she's in a hospital, and that's the last we see of mum and son ever interacting through the whole of this film. It's incredible, apart from the final scene. Like you say, Christian's left in the care of his neighbour, Frank, Eric Roberts, who just wants to get with Christian's mum.
But even then, he doesn't try
it's
that
just
hard.
like, it's like, he's probably got a list somewhere and she's on it, but it's...
But the negotiation of...
it's not a huge priority.
But what I like about it is, like, do we ever hear that... what's his name? Eric Roberts, Frank Granger. Does he have a job?
Frank Granger sounds like something out of bloody Grange Hill or something.
I mean,
Mr. Granger.
Yeah.
Give me
Get off my mum.
He's just got a lot of free time to
Frank Granger, get out of this.
To really lay it on thick on the kid's mum and the kid.
But there's some suggestion that he's an investor in this local team, isn't there? And he behaves like the puppet master of the manager, who is played by the son of Dom DeLuise, and looks a lot like him.
But why is he angry though? Because
this is never clear.
No, it is in a sentence uttered between the young lad who's the main guy in it and the slightly chubby goalkeeper, who's always got Snickers bars down his pants. Because the character Frank Granger's wife died. His wife died. And he's got two sons himself. It must have been incredibly traumatic for them. Must have been awful.
Maybe
he's now turned into a slightly horny, miserable guy who wants to make this young lad's Christian's life a misery.
I mean,
none of it makes...
The character note feels like his wife died, but he's over it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. And in fact, he's almost like glad it happened.
And
whatever.
And it's sort of like he must know the effect of loss on his kids.
Totally.
And yet and I have no idea why Frank Granger has suddenly got it, taken charge of this child, because the conversation goes like this. There's a list of people. The dad is MIA in Afghanistan, as we've mentioned. The mum's obviously in hospital. You're next. Like you're on the list for people who can look after this child, and it's just accepted.
But what I don't get,
do I get any money for this? What's going on?
But what I don't get about Frank Granger, played by the beautiful big-lipped Eric Roberts, is the fact that he's kind of like, there's about 20% of him is a really good Samaritan. Because at no point does he ever question anything. Even when at the start of the film, the mum says, "Oh, can you take him to soccer practice?" He's just straight away, no bother. I'll make sure he gets there. I'll make sure he gets home all right. I'll slag him off, and I'll basically
undermine the dad.
I'll bully him a bit, and stick the boot in.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, can he come and stay with you for an undetermined amount of time? Yeah, that's no bother.
Fine.
I'll give him a shite mattress in the basement, and I'll try and nick his football boots. But absolutely, he can come and stay with me. I'll even buy him a burger and chips with the other boys. It's madness.
It's confused
because as I say, there's like 20% of him, which is like a decent bloke for doing all that stuff, absolutely unquestioned. And yet he's also got ulterior motives.
He does.
He has,
Which,
yeah.
but like a bit.
In a really relaxed way. I don't. Why are you trying to slag off? He doesn't like the son because he thinks he might be better at football than his
Than his
sons.
two horrible little pig children. Yeah.
Yeah.
So one day, Frank is forced into buying Christian a pair of football boots, and he's basically saying to Mr. Mercury, Montel Williams, the owner of
There you go.
of the shoe shop.
Why is Montel in this?
Montel's probably a bigger name than everybody else. He was so famous in
He's
like, the
massive,
90s, wasn't he?
What is
Absolutely
Montel
huge.
doing with himself these days?
I think he does quite a lot of charity work, which feels like charity
Yes.
He does, yeah.
work.
He's 70 as well.
He wasn't
He's
very well
70.
for a while. But he when Christian cleans these dirty old boots that Mr. Mercury Montel Williams has given him, they turn out to be golden boots.
My
but not quite golden
favourite
boots.
thing about how this plays out as well, and a perfect example of how confusing this movie is that when he puts the magic football boots on, he starts scoring loads of headers.
Yeah.
Doesn't
You've done
make
that
any
anyway
sense.
because it helps with the
Helps with
positioning.
the positioning
But when
and
he's
the
given the
jumping,
football, so he takes him to,
Yeah.
and also as well, the lad Christian has a good pair of Nike football boots.
Yeah, that are
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
He doesn't need boots.
No, he doesn't need boots.
You're
He's-
right.
Yeah, he's got his football boots. But anyway, Frank Granger, obviously, he's like, hey, kid, I'm going to take you to buy some football boots.
Because I'm confusingly sort of nice.
Yeah, because when I do this, I'm going to get off with your mum at some point.
Maybe that's
So they
what
turn
really
up-
makes for the terror, though, being confusing. Like, you can't... I can
don't know where
never
I am
judge
with
when
this
it's going to
guy.
happen, yeah.
Is he a bit like, what's the Austrian actor's name who plays in Inglourious Basterds?
Christoph Waltz.
Christoph Waltz.
Right, okay.
At the start of that, where he's a bit like, oh, is he kind of like, oh, is that what he's going for, do you think?
Maybe.
I mean, I think he's missed the mark.
Unpredictable.
He's an experienced actor.
True.
So he can go for a lot of different things.
I reckon he was told just do what you want when he turned up on
Yeah.
set.
I think they probably had him for like 2 days.
Yeah.
So it's just one take.
I
I've
mean,
got to
this
do another
film-
3 movies today.
Feels like it's been done in 3 days. doesn't
True
it?
enough.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, he takes him to the shop for selling the boots, and obviously you've got them all lined up, and Montel turns up, obviously, and Montel can kind of see that Frank Granger's being a dick to this young lad Christian. He can see it. And he's like, yeah, can you get him a pair of boots? But none of the good ones, the ones that cuts nothing and
Yeah, he keeps trying to get them for free, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
he basically is trying to undermine everybody he interacts with. And Montel's character picks up on this and brings out these pair of boots that are a Lotto sort of gold bronzy boots, but are caked in mud.
Yes.
Right?
Why are they caked in mud?
Because you
Will
don't
they
see,
return?
but you don't see the magic. But then there's a little, almost like on Knight Rider, like a little glint of the gold.
Yes.
And so Christian sort of looks at them, and Montel looks gutted because I think he wants to help the kid.
Yeah.
But he's a bit like, but I can't give you free boots.
Can't give you
and
free boots.
Looks
No,
like you
no.
are going to have to just be continued to be bullied by this bloke. Again, there's nobody kind of interjects
No.
at any point because even the other neighbour, the sort of faux Scottish guy played by John Rhys Davies. He kind of interacts with him because he's getting annoyed that he keeps kicking the football off his fence.
Yeah.
And you think at some point he's going to come to the rescue.
Because
Yeah.
Christian's bad at football, isn't he? Which is one of the redeeming qualities of it. That I suppose if you squint, quite funny.
Yeah.
That it's this movie about this guy who's got this ambition to play for the national team, and he's demonstrably terrible.
Well, do you know what? So this is where I'm going to slightly break rank and say that of all these football films that Pete's Film Club has dredged up,
Subjected us to.
yes, I would say, given the context, given that it's Little League, given how shite it is and all the other films, blah, 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 the football scenes in this, given the context, are somewhat more realistic than some of the other films.
I agree, but it's only because they didn't bother to choreograph them. They
Yeah.
just got them to play football.
Yeah, but
it looked natural.
Yes.
It looked pretty good
Yep.
at that level. But only because the director's just like, let's play some football and we'll film it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there is
So therefore it looks more natural, as you say.
Where I would
Well.
push back on that, Marcus, is once he's got his...
How can you push back
Yeah,
on
as,
magic
as soon as you get the magic gold boots, the digital football.
Fine. Yeah.
Coming,
Yeah,
which
well,
are-
yeah.
Once he puts on his golden shoes
Golden
that are neither
shoes.
golden nor shoes,
Yeah.
Right.
I think he scores an overhead kick, which is very obviously CGI.
So
isn't
that
it?
was a bit
And
silly.
also, when he's taking it round players, they're basically just falling out the way of him, really obviously. Which
Fine.
again, it's very difficult to do that, and they're just kids, and
What
they're
about
probably in one take.
What
but-
about the first penalty that was given in that by the guy who looked a bit like a young Howard Webb, who kept popping up and refereeing? That one was a disgrace. That one, Peter, was right. Go through and you foul him and you
Yeah,
do
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
And he doesn't. The defender clearly gets all of the ball, and I think they've just gone bollocks. That'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The football graphics kind of ruin it for me because
You're a graphics guy.
Well, I'm a graphics guy. The scenes where he's kind of practicing and taking shots at his own fence and stuff in his back garden and stuff. They apparently the company that did it was Labyrinth Cinematic Solutions.
Okay.
Who do a lot of Indian cinema. They're based in Mumbai, and they also did the last Statham movie as well.
Right.
And they seem to spend a bit more time on that Statham movie than the actual football, because it's always quite hard to do. I think it's one of the more challenging sort of things because it's a sole focus where everybody's looking at the same time, and it's got to look natural. But these balls, as they're flying off his feet and curving around and stuff, they look atrocious, don't they? They really do.
It reminded me of one of those iPhone games where you sort of curl free kicks in.
Yeah.
Had the same sort of
Against
unnatural
Roberto
movement.
Baggio's magical kicks.
Yes.
But all that stuff is just the least of the worries because, again, there's zero character development. There's there's just nothing. It's so shit. And when they go to the Little League practice and they play the games, and obviously he starts getting better with these boots, the coach who's doing his thing.
But so he's actually one of the best things in it, I think, the coach, because he's the son of Dom DeLuise, who's like a sort of, very, very old American actor, wore a lot of loud shirts and was generally quite fun. I think he's got a natural charm and likability that makes him a sort of welcome presence.
He's
whenever
more of a comedy actor, isn't he?
I would think so.
Yeah, so that's fair. But then of course, you've got old, what's his name, Frank Granger, sitting very close to him on the bench.
I hate this kid.
Yeah, exactly. With the most wooden lines.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind he's an incredibly experienced actor. Do you think? I mean, Eric Roberts must have thought, I'm going to have a laugh at this.
Yeah,
my mates are going to
100%.
find this hilarious.
He's having a good time.
Totally. And then he starts saying, I'm going to withdraw funding from this team, because he basically starts playing this lad Christian, who starts tearing it up and attracting the local press for
inexplicably running full page spreads on a Little League football team. Like the pictures are the whole newspaper.
Yes.
It's incredible.
Like front page stuff.
Front
and
page
also,
stuff.
confusingly, they lose every game for a while, but the coach says at the end of them, we're just one game from the finals. It's like, what is the system of this league?
Let's not top of the league. If we can beat them, we're going to go top. It's like, is it like a ladder like in the
MLS,
tennis?
yeah.
If you just beat the top one, then you go up to the top.
Up you go.
Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is. But then the president of the United States gets involved.
Yeah, so Christian leads the team to the final of the regional state championship for the first time. The story reaches the US president, played by John Wesley Shipp, who calls a press conference in which he tells Christian's story and vows to find Christian's father before the game.
Yeah, find him anyway.
Yeah. Why they?
You've got
why
soldiers
they
missing in action. We know never. What is the US
Why
military?
weren't you looking?
Yeah, never. No man gets left behind. That kind of thing. And they've been holed up. They are up against it.
Yeah. And his son's
and
already...
you see it as well. They're in their little bunker getting out.
Yeah, there are scenes in the war. When it cut to the first scene in Afghanistan, I lost my shit. I was like, oh wow, I thought this was going to be bad, but this is going to be an absolute riot. I'm going to have a great time.
So Pete, you're a military man, as we know.
Yeah.
What was the bit? So that they are up against it.
And they're up against it. They're surrounded. Yeah,
they're surrounded. They've got no ammo left.
Yeah, and the US Army are like...
And it sounds like they've been there for days.
Yeah.
But fortunately, Christian's got his boots on.
Yeah.
So they think, it's probably worth saving these guys. So they send in the helicopters and all that, and they get them out. But what is the bit when the chips are down, and the guy goes, we need to release the dragonflies?
Oh yeah, it's like
what's that?
Is that a drone? Because it doesn't come back to it, does it?
No,
right?
And they open the bag, and these little dragonflies fly out. And I know, obviously, with military equipment and so on, you've got sort of cameras, or you got this, that, there. I thought, oh my goodness, we're going to hear some big explosions now.
I feel like that's...
you're up, you're for it now, enemy.
I feel like that's deleted scenes, or maybe the CGI people just couldn't do it. Look, you can either have a football, or you can.
But what were they for? Did they go back?
Like
did they go back to base and go? Oh, by the way, we're buggered.
We're here.
They've released the dragonflies. They really are. They really do need the helicopters to come in and save us. Yeah.
Do you reckon that was just like a kind of digital kind of flare, sort of telling people where they are?
Maybe. It was, but
it was poorly
then
explained.
people didn't know where they were.
No,
but yeah, as soon as Christian gets to the final, and the president's like, we need a good, we need because the nation, apparently the morale is low.
Yeah.
We need something to pick us up. Do you know what? Let's go and find those soldiers.
There is a great line about that. So when Christian's mum is in hospital, she has this nurse hanging out with her all the time, and she spouts a lot of wisdom in a slightly tropey, uncomfortable way.
Yeah, it's the Black Lady wisdom trope.
Yeah, absolutely,
very much.
She was in the Kill Bill movies.
Well,
The
she was,
actor that played her. There's a line where they're watching a news report about this war, and she goes, "Those wars are taking a toll on all of us." Enough already.
Especially the soldiers are in
Yeah,
it.
so like it's sort of three scenes really. It's like where it's Afghanistan or wherever. It's whatever's happening with the boy, and the scenes where the mum has seemingly broken her leg and her arm, has got a few bruises on her, but seems absolutely fine in every other way.
Yeah.
Some of the most underwhelming hospital set dressing you'll ever see in a film. and she seemingly doesn't have a phone.
No.
I mean, this is set in the modern day.
The nurse keeps telling her in different sort of down-home folksy ways that she's a good mother.
Yeah.
And that if Christian's doing well in these games, which are on TV,
by
the way.
televised.
Yeah, like even before the president gets involved.
I think it was on Satanta Sport.
Yeah, she just keeps saying he's doing well at this, football lark because of the power of good motherhood.
Yeah.
And you.
Yeah.
And yet she never thinks, I should probably get out of here, to be honest.
Yeah. Or let him come and see me.
Or
maybe she's thinking, I'm safe from old Frank Granger in here.
Well, might it be actually that there's a plot point that's not coming through, that Frank's not letting him visit her? Because at one point he tries to make a secret phone call, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But Frank catches him, and Eric Roberts has the most amazing line, which is ordering a pizza with mushrooms. It's like, why?
Do you remember what the lad says? He goes, I don't like mushrooms. He walks off.
I think that's meant to be like a quippy moment in the movie. I think
so.
Why have you gone so specific about fake pizza?
The only true comedy character I think you could say is the goalkeeper.
Yes.
Yeah.
The young lad who's
chocolate in his pants.
Snickers
and chocolate. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
because he's not bothered by the whole thing.
No, but Frank all the way through is just trying to scheme. He tries to steal his football boots at one point. He locks him before the regional final. He locks him in the basement.
And then finally,
the
John Rhys Davies
pops over from next door.
Turns out that he used to hate football, didn't he? And that's part of the reason he didn't like Christian repeatedly booting a ball into his garden. But he used to be a really talented player.
Yes.
And did he have an injury? And I had to turn his back on the game.
So
and it was
for whatever reason, I think they're getting in the car and they go into Rhys Davies's garage, and there's a load of like some of the most like amateur trophies you've ever seen in your life, like all stuff that they bought from a high street trophy slinger.
Because Eric Roberts has got all the budget.
Because Eric Roberts has got all the budget
and knows it.
Yeah. It's amazing, and but he manages to get to the final.
And this Eric Roberts has locked him in the basement to stop this happening, isn't he? Because he wants his own kids to succeed.
Yeah. And so he manages to play in the final.
But oddly though, Frank Granger, I thought, was going to have a redemption arc here.
Yeah.
Because in the final, the young lad Christian turns up, thanks to the character played by John Rhys Davies, who sort of saves the day. But again, when he saves the day, he basically goes, I used to hate football. I used to love football, play it. And then, and his character calls it football early on, by the way.
Yeah.
And then it's soccer for the rest of the thing. And he goes, then I had an injury and I couldn't play at international level or whatever he said. And then, humbug. But you know what? Yeah, I'll give you a lift to the game. But again, there's no sort of character development. There's nothing there.
No.
So he turns up, and then Christian comes on. But Frank Granger seems to be all right with that, because I think it almost as if he finally has twigged, this lad is going to win the game for us.
And I have invested in it as well. So,
But he's withdrawn his investment. He's asking the coach, I need my money back.
Right, sorry.
And the coach, I think, hands him the money at some point. But when Christian scores, Frank Granger's celebrating.
Yeah.
He seems happy. And I thought, hang on a minute here. And then Dina Meyer's character and the father.
It's still in his fatigue.
He's still in his fatigue. Still in the exact same get-up where they were under enemy attack for days.
They emerge out of the tunnel.
They must
have been honking. Not had time for a shower.
And so they see each other for the first time. So they are reunited, wife and husband.
Yeah.
And then Christian comes over. Doesn't seem that bothered by their presence.
No.
But okay, he's not. He's a kid
Probably
actor.
a lot of emotions.
Fine.
Yeah.
He's a kid actor with the same surname as the guy who wrote the script. Make that clear.
Incredibly, it's amazing we've taken this long to say that. But in fitting with the film, it's a throwaway line. It's tucked in there, which is actually vitally important to the whole thing. And Frank Granger walks into the scene, And I'm thinking, oh, is he going to say, hey, it's good to have you back. You got a fine woman there and your kid can play soccer ball. I'm off to invest in another team or something. No, that doesn't happen. He turns up, he goes to say something. Dina Meyer's character gives him an uppercut.
Oh, yeah, knocks him out, doesn't he?
What I love about that is from her point of view, the last thing that he did was take in her son while she was in hospital. She's completely unaware of any of the other stuff that's going on. But she's just like,
That's a
what?
very good point.
Maybe that's why.
DM. I don't like this guy. I'm just going to chin him.
He's tried it
That's
on
for
with
being
me.
horny.
Again, the plot. All she seems to know about him is he fancies me and wants to completely undermine and ruin my marriage. He's a home wrecker, but he's there. No one else seems to be in the neighbourhood who is capable of taking care of my son. So go on then, fill your boots. But as you say, maybe that's why nobody will look after this child. Because if that's the payment you get,
did you hear what she did to that widower?
Do you know his grandmother died? Yeah. Sock to the gut. That's what happened. She's a very violent woman, and I think that Christian needs to be put into foster care.
The president is there.
Yeah,
she's doing that in front of him.
there,
John Wesley Shipp, who I remember thinking, where do I know you from? You go on the Wikipedia page. And I never watched Dawson's Creek, but it was Dawson's Creek that I remembered him from.
Right.
You know.
So in the final, Christian scores 2 goals to lead his team to victory, including an overhead kick.
I think people would have known that.
Why do American soccer films, why do Americans love bicycle kicks so much? I know they're really
I know what you
exciting,
mean.
but they are, for football purists, it's a sign of desperation and bad positioning, isn't it? You're going, it's not an ideal thing to do. You're too far out from the goal to be having a ball delivered quite high anyway, and you're in the wrong place, and you have to readjust, and it's really is just a sign of desperation. Surely, Marcus?
Yeah,
I love a bicycle kick.
I know what you mean. I do know what you mean.
It's improvising.
Yeah, I suppose it's
Not the sign of a good team.
I suppose it's the most far-fetched and mad thing that you can do in football.
Yeah,
That
I can see
therefore
why,
it distinguishes-
objectively, to look at a bicycle kick, it's a beautiful
But
thing.
if you think about the sports that are most popular in America, you can't... I'll probably be shot down in flames here. I think football, you can do more spectacular things in football than maybe some other games.
agree. I agree.
So in NFL, for example...
Is there an equivalent of an overhead kick?
Yeah, I don't think there is.
Is it like jumping on someone's head and pushing their head down and doing like a star jump over the top of them? With the ball?
Maybe the only thing I can think is in American football, was there not? This is probably some CGI bollocks or Hollywood bollocks I fell for. It was on any given Sunday or something. But was there not a time when a player ran through and he did a somersault over a player who went to tackle him?
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Or maybe he got hit in a certain angle
and
he
flipped
managed
over,
to sort of
kept
ride it out
running,
or something.
yeah.
Whatever it was. But that's like, you're not doing that as a part of the game because that would be a stupid and incredibly risky thing to do for your own health.
Yeah.
In baseball, the bat's doing all the work. And then
spinning your finger on a basketball.
So basketball would be the only one where you think, maybe a some sort of pass and whatnot. But
backwards trick shot thing people do. Not sure they do that in
Throw
the
it
actual
over your
games.
head. Yeah.
But that is sort of, I suppose, the equivalent, isn't it?
Because
of a bicycle kick where you're not looking.
Yeah, but I think if you don't know the game of football, that what, say, Cristiano Ronaldo or like Neymar or whatever can do with a football, it's even as a football fan of many years, it's mad what they can do, right?
Yeah.
And I suppose the overhead kick is seen as the most crazy thing one could do. I remember the film we did once on your film club, Peter, where it was Pele and that other guy. I can't remember the name of it, but do you remember he went to Brazil to hang out with Pele?
Yes,
and
constantly
suck up some of the magic.
Yeah.
And Pele does a bicycle kick in that. He does an overhead kick, and the guy looked at him and went, "Oh, I always wondered how you did that." So what do you mean? You can see how you do it. So I don't know. There's this mystique about the overhead kick.
Didn't get the recipe, did you? Yeah.
The overhead kick recipe.
Yeah.
So there we are.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole kind of vibe is. Remember when they did that film about Hunter Biden?
No.
Some right wing sort of bloggers did put a bit of money in a pot, and they got Lawrence Fox to play Hunter Biden. And I think it was Gina Carano on the UFC woman was in it as well, who's been cancelled for being a wrong one. And so it's got that vibe to it. It's very empty. The sets are awful. It's just generally a terrible piece of work.
It was called My Son Hunter, apparently.
Okay, right.
Okay.
But I mean, it's just it's just absolutely wild. His some of my favourite scenes is like the fact that Eric Roberts locks the main protagonist in the basement.
Christian Leroux.
Yeah. So it's to stop him playing football. And then he goes to the football and he basically goes goes to the fan and he says, "Oh, yeah, that kid's got a fever. Try to get rid of the fever." But he said, "What? Sorry, you left a kid with a fever
In a basement.
In a basement by himself, or just in your house by himself while you go to the football." So he's locked in the basement, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
They've liberated his shoes. They've taken his shoes so that one of the twins can wear them.
Do one of the twins wear them?
I presume
not
that was
sure
the whole
they
plan.
even do.
Oh, okay,
No, I
right.
don't
They just don't revisit that bit.
Yeah,
No.
because
They
Frank
just wanted him not to play well, but they wanted.
Yeah.
But he didn't seem to care about his kids.
Well,
It's very
Frank,
strange.
because Frank Granger had crept into his room while he wasn't there and while he was asleep.
Yeah.
And tried to take the boots from him.
Yeah.
But he's wearing the
that
boots.
particular story beat happens like 3 or 4 times, doesn't it?
It's
Trying
odd.
to get his shoes off
And
him.
obviously, Christian is aware of this because
Yeah.
there's one scene where Christian's actually wearing his boots in bed.
Yeah.
As if to say, "Hey, you're not going to get these, Frankie,
I'm trying
baby."
to break into a little boy's bedroom to steal his clothes.
It's
taking boots off his feet is a line I will not cross.
yeah, like because at one point he picks up the boots and Christian looks at him and he's like, "Yeah, I'm just making sure they were clean." And it's like you're doing everything else.
Yeehaw.
You've chucked him in the basement. You won't let him speak to his mother and so on. But as you say,
Yeah.
Jim, he'll draw the line somewhere.
Yeah.
But so he's not only is he locked in the basement, his precious slightly magical boots that can put a bit of bend on the ball.
Yeah.
Have been taken.
Have been taken. So he actually turns up to the final when he actually manages to break out of the basement. He turns up Son's magic boots. But he's only got his normal boots.
His normal modern
His normal
Nike
modern
boots.
Nike.
Yeah.
And there's a bit where the Marines are getting extracted. And there's obviously guns going all over, and there's helicopters, all that stuff. And they're getting extracted. And they stand on top of a massive mound. And they're not even stooping. They're just going,
Yeah.
"Oh, we're free now." Yeah, brilliant. And they're on the top of a hill. You're going to get your head blown off, lads.
Rule 101.
There's also-
Stoop at least.
There's a great bit as well when the game's going on and various people are watching it on TV, including people in the army base.
Yeah.
Great
Nice.
stuff.
Good
United
stuff.
a nation.
Yeah. Love that, yeah.
Ultimately.
The manager of the Little League side at one point has 2 whistles. And to celebrate, he sort of does a sort of burlesque dancer. We'll do a tassel twirl with 2 of his whistles. It's good stuff, isn't it? It's just good stuff. Any sort of scenes that really stick out to you? Anything that kind of you really enjoyed? I mean, the CGI is awful. I think Labyrinth
it's just
Cinematic
all
Solution
awful.
should hang their heads. I can't believe they managed to get such kind of
Who is this film for?
such
This is
tenured
it.
artists to get involved
There's
in it.
loads of green screen in it as well. At times where people are sometimes just in a room, it's like they're in a normal room, but they've done it on a green screen. It's fascinating how this movie has come into existence.
£3.49.
Feels like some sort of
£3.49. And I was.
I think
You know what my takeaway was that? Why are we still doing that thing with the penny?
yeah.
Like £3.50,
It's absolutely meaningless,
£3.49.
There's a bit where at the end, I think you see a scene of them just playing a bit of football after the event. I think, and one of the twins, I think one of the Eric Roberts' kids says, I've still got your golden boots" to the main guy, and he's supposed to say, "I don't need them anymore because I'm an amazing footballer now." That's how that would usually work. All I need is a little bit of heart, a little bit of confidence. Just need my dad back. But instead, he says, "Just bring him in sometime." Just fucking admin, just shitty admin at the end of the film.
They are mine.
They are
so
mine. So give me them back. So
Surely he should have said something about, "I'm going to get my dad on you."
yeah,
On your dad.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
he's already got his mum on him.
Well, true enough. Imagine what the dad could do. Though.
I know, right?
He's a military man.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a very good one though.
Yeah.
Got captured, didn't he?
No, they never got captured.
Yeah.
They just got,
they just
they got
lost.
pinned down.
Right. Okay.
Missing
fair
in
enough.
action. Yeah.
There's rumours
Here we go.
of a Golden Boots too.
No, there isn't.
There's rumours of a Golden Boots too. Norman Causa Productions, the people who put it together. He's made a movie called Exit 33, and he's made this movie, Golden Shoes. He's more famously known as an ATM or credit card processing owner
There you
in
go.
California.
There we
No,
go.
Michigan.
Great.
He built the largest ATM company in Michigan in less than 2 years.
I love it.
And he's gone on to do this sort of thing.
Well, he likes to do things
Making movies
quickly.
in his
Well, I
spare
tried to
time.
get him on LinkedIn to see if there was a second film coming, but I'm not paying for. I'll pay for this, but I won't pay for.
What I will say is that
Premium.
the Christian, the main lad, who again is sort of 9-10 years old.
Yeah.
The football scout was obviously impressed with him and came up to him after the end and then invited him to play for the national team in an upcoming thing. Now I don't know if it was a youth tournament or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Either way, he'll be about 9 years younger than everybody else involved. But there we are. There we are. We all like a happy ending. Though, don't we?
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's what we got.
It quite simply doesn't matter. What are we giving this out of 5 stars, gentlemen?
Even though I had a really good time watching it, you simply have to give it 1.
Can you?
Yeah.
Is it possible? You have to give it. You can't give 0, can you?
I think you give 0, can't you?
0 then.
I think Ricky Gervais's new project has garnered a few.
Oh, what? Are you
zeros around.
offended?
Oh, stop
What
being
this
so
needs is a few
offended.
more fucks
It's just
and
a
buggers.
cartoon. Just a cartoon peak. Just grow up.
Yeah.
It's just a cartoon about a kid with football
But the
boots.
point you were making that Gervais's latest thing, people have been giving 0 out of 5 of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
So I think you're allowed to sort of do that. You give them 0.
Well, if I can give
Right.
Afterlife a 0 out of 5,
Right.
then I can definitely give this 0.
I give this.
Do you know what? I preferred this to Afterlife.
For Pete's
so-
Film Club,
half a star.
it's a 3 out of 5. The glass of wine, the bottle of wine I drank was 5 stars, and so yeah, there we go.
Okay, so this is sorry. Yeah, I'm forgetting myself.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody. This is within Pete's Film Club 5 stars.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sorry,
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah. So
because the boring answer is
Right.
0 out of 5, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, it's a 0 out of 5 film.
Although Afterlife is 0, in fact, minus 5 out of 5. This I honestly preferred watching to Afterlife.
Yeah.
What am I giving this? I think because of the madness of Eric Roberts. I think because so goal 3 is the worst one we've done.
Yeah.
And that was
Yeah.
what did we
Yeah.
would we give that 0-1? What do we?
It was down there. Yeah. Even for Pete's Film Club, it was.
That was that.
It was atrocious. But they
I was
definitely
so
put more
angry.
money in.
Fella dies on the pitch. Do you remember?
I don't even
Doing a
remember it.
CGI. Honestly, that one I was furious with you, with everybody about that film. So I give this 1.5 out of 5. I think.
Yeah. Does it change?
Soccer Dog would be another one.
That was your nadir, wasn't it?
Yeah. Does it change even the 3-hour Bollywood one we
Do you know?
watched?
Oh,
Dan, 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 Goal.
Do you know what? You're right. I'll give it 2 out of 5. Then.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
you're right. We
It
have to do
mercifully-
it within the
yeah.
framework of Pete's Film Club. don't we?
Mercifully, it was only 90 minutes. This
Yeah,
film.
that which was a
Fittingly,
a real
exactly.
boon. I mean, you know what? They didn't have.
bollocks.
What do they cut
3
out?
out of 5.
3 out of
Come
5.
on.
Come on. Yeah, I'm a 3 out of 5.
I'll give
for
2
me,
out,
yeah.
2.5.
Do you think it would have been longer if Eric Roberts could have given them another day?
Did you notice that Cristiano Ronaldo was thanked?
Was he?
In the credits
Course
at the
he
end
was.
as well.
That's funny.
And if that isn't a badge of quality, I do not know
Yeah.
what is, quite
Um,
frankly. That is...